Love Me or Not is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie, the executive producer is Sonia Uche. Producers of this movie is Sonia Uche and Ikechukwu Ezinaka. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Writer of this movie is Femi Yayo Damilola. A quick recap of this movie is, a Casanova who fell in love with his nurse, and now after falling in love, the maid in the house was also crashing or also in love with him, but he didn't see the maid, he saw the nurse. Now there's this jealousy coming from the maid and stuff like that, trying to do things for the boss man to love her, but he wasn't seeing it. So that's a quick recap that I can give you about this movie. What I like about this movie, let's start with the cast and directing. The cast, the first person I want to talk about is Chisom. It seems like Chisom is getting a lot of movie roles in the past 1 month. She has acted a couple of movies, and this is one of the best that I've seen of her. Her character in this movie, I love the way she acted in this movie. It's befitting what this whole movie is about, the switch from a nurse, caring, love, and everything, all together. She really delivered her role very well. I love the emotional part that she was trying to display in this movie. I love characters that are always able to deliver their emotions on set or in a movie or in the role that are given to them. And in this movie, I kind of feel what Chisom was acting. It wasn't intense, but it was believe, it was make believe, to say the least, compared to other characters in this movie. So she was one character that I love as well. So I look forward to seeing more of her. The more you are, the more you become experienced and the more you grow. And I think that's exactly what's happening to her as well, because her previous roles, here I kind of resonate and relate with the way she was displaying her emotions. Altogether, her role in this movie was good. I enjoyed it. Another thing I love about this movie is the house location that they use. They practically used like 2 locations only in this movie. So yeah, the location that I love was Maurice's house. That was a good one. It's not new. Sometimes the locations they use are not new, but when you look at it in a certain movie, the settings kind of look different, or the storyline or how they use the house kind of make the house look different in different movies. So this house, or this particular location, the house, was really nice for me. Looking at how the setting and everything was done in accordance with this story or this movie was really nice, and I enjoyed the location, the house they use in this movie. So another thing I love about this movie has to do with Maurice's mother, the character that played Maurice's mother in this movie. I really kind of love her character as well. She was very intense and very assertive in her decision making in this movie. That was really good. And the way she was acting the assertions, trying to put her foot down in decision making, the act in doing that was really good. She's an experienced actress, so she really brought her A game in terms of her role in this movie, and she was one character that I really enjoy as well. Then what I don't like about this movie, I will start with Maurice's character. To be frank with you, there's nothing challenging, nothing has changed. The same Maurice who is Casanova. Actually, I'm just getting tired of the same role that he plays. There's nothing that is putting him on the edge, or nothing that you watch Maurice's role and you're like, yes, this is a guy. Like, I'm just getting bored with the same acting of Maurice. So that was something, like everything he was acting, I was predicting this is what he's going to do. This is what, like, it wasn't exciting. I wasn't excited to see him act in the movie. Basically, I didn't enjoy his character at all. Then talking about characters, then Sonia Uche as well. The character she played here, it's like she was an illiterate and house girl who wants to fall in love with a rich boy, and who is her boss in this movie. And this is not a character that is new to her as well, and there was something just off with this character that she was playing. I was confused whether she was a wicked maid or she was just an illiterate. Her character was confusing for me. I wasn't really excited to see. I'm not saying she didn't act it well. There was nothing excited about her character in this movie. Like you can't say, okay, yeah, this is Sonia Uche acting this or that. It wasn't just interesting. It wasn't just connecting. Like especially the last scene when everybody was cheering to, Maurice and Chisom, being together and stuff like that. And she was either resistant to go and do her chores, or when she was being sent to take glasses and wine and stuff like that, she was resisting. And the other characters knew she was resisting to go for the errand they sent her, and they didn't say a word. And it was as if she has the power more than the people she was working for. And I wasn't like she wasn't scared of her madam and her boss. That was something I wasn't connecting what she was trying to. I wasn't finding it funny and interesting. So Maurice, Sam, and Sonia Uche's character in this movie was not something I was excited and wasn't intriguing. Nothing interesting. It was the bare minimum, and like they didn't give me something that I can say, yes, these are the two people that I love so much in movies. This was a movie that I was disappointed in their character, or confusing characters that they were playing for me, and it wasn't connecting. I wasn't interested in what they were even doing in this movie. So that was two things actually that I don't like in this movie. Another thing I don't like about this movie is location wise again. Why? Because Chisom was a nurse, and they talk about hospital nursing and stuff like that a lot, and we didn't see Chisom work once with another client or once in a hospital. Nothing. She just comes with her bag and come and dress a wound and go back, and it was boring. It was literally boring. Nothing to wow about in this movie, and that was really low for me. I was like, One thing I really like about this movie was the title of this movie. It says, excuse me, it says "Love Me or Not." Now, when you watch the movie, you'll be thinking maybe the title is relating to Maurice and Chisom, or Maurice and Sonia, or Sonia. The title is for Sonia, "Love Me or Not." So I was really confused, because in this movie, Maurice did not see Sonia at all. Like, she was a non-entity for him in regard relationship or love wise. So I don't know if the title is for Sonia or the title is for Maurice himself finding love. I really do not understand it. The title and the act of the movie is just confusing for me, and that was something I wasn't excited about. And in all, this movie cannot be remembered for anything. Like, flyer is also the best marketing point for this movie, and it's doing numbers surprisingly, but the movie cannot be remembered for anything. This is one movie I will really not recommend for anybody at all. At a point, repetition of scenes, and it doesn't give you wow factor again, just like I said. So obviously the flyer and the actors they use, Maurice, Sonia, obviously these are two people that YouTube viewers, Nollywood YouTube viewers, love so much. So even if they are in a dead, bad, worse movie, the movie is going to do numbers regardless of how the movie played out. If you use Maurice and Sonia, especially in the same movie, you are going to get a lot of views for that, and this is an example of this movie. And on that note, I'm giving this movie a 2/10. Yeah, I can't remember this movie for anything practically, and I wouldn't recommend it if you are excited to watch a good movie on YouTube, and especially if you're a fan of Maurice and Sonia. I can't help you, but obviously you are going to say something good about them because you are a fan of them. This movie is not it, and thank you guys so much for watching this movie review. I'll see you, and thank you for supporting my channel. I will see you guys in my next movie review.